Morning guys, another day again. I straight into it. I have turned this yesterday and it still fits. It actually fits even better now, nice and snug fit. There is no play at the minute. I love that. I was thinking last night, laying awake, not really, it's just my mind always work on, in the background on stuff. And I was thinking, with me running the thread, cutting the thread, it would be nice if I don't have to worry that a thread, that the boring bar would run into something behind. That would be nice. It just gives me a bit more room to work with. So I think I'm going to make up a mandrel. I'll take that off of there. Got a piece of aluminium here. It's just another old project, I suppose. I can't remember if I turned it down to that, even just practicing and stuff when I got the lathe. I don't know, could be because I got a lot of these or a few of these bits of aluminium with the lathe. Anyway, I was thinking of maybe turning a mandrel. This is slightly bigger, so I'll bore the inside out so it capped there, and I'll then bore the rest of it out so that it's maybe that size or slightly bigger, but still have a shoulder so that could fit on there. Maybe put thread this, put a couple of screws in there just to hold it. I can chuck this up. I can run the threading bar through there, well, inside through there, without worrying that it's going to connect to the jaws or the chuck even. That'll give me a bit more security. And this morning I dug through my bits and I came across this, let's see. Well, the focus is a bit rubbish and I keep dropping stuff. Anyway, I forgot about this. I've got a few cutters. I checked this on a thread and it will work, so I think I'm going to try this boring bar for threading that metal ring so I can thread it on the ram. Okay, but first of all I need to make this mandrel up, so I could clamp this in a chuck without clamping that. Clamp this, clamp that. Let's just start, and you'll catch on pretty soon, I'm sure. So there's a bit of aluminium to start with. All right. Okay, so here we are on a lathe again. I wind it in without looking at the tip even. This is all good still. I'm going to face this as always, off as always, just good practice. I'm going to use the same tip, see what it does with the aluminium actually. Although a bit of high speed steel wouldn't hurt it at all. Anyways, I need to face this off and then bore the inside out to just slightly over that inner there, and then need to come back, create a shoulder so that it will sit, I reckon, about halfway. No, they would slide over the outside. Anyways, let's do that, see how we get on. Start the machine up. I have oiled it up again. Got a bit of oil in here. Let me just check. Yeah, it's dripping. Don't want to drip it too fast, then it just sprays me with oil and I just lose all the oil. It's not doing any good. I'm just going to lock the carriage off of there for the saddle, and I'll just run this on. I'm not really worried too much about that phase. Beautiful. So that tip there works beautiful on that material as well, on the aluminium. As they call it in England. I don't, even South Africa, I don't know, I can't remember all the other names and stuff, but that's what they call it. I'm sure the Americans would get that as well. Just clean that off a little, put that aside, get the old boring bar out. That worked really well yesterday. The old machine performed well, let's say that. I don't think I want to take any credit for that. It did really well. Now I probably don't need to go all the way through, so I'm going to set my stop up at roughly that anyway. See how we get on. If I want to cut it deeper, I can always. I haven't, and that's a bit silly, I haven't checked the back of it. I don't really want to lose that. Let me just check. Where's that calibers? Calibers. Yeah, next thing is cannabis. Alright, so I'm gonna just zero that out, zero, and check the outer of that. So got that, and I want to check that that outer is bigger. It's only slightly bigger, and I don't want to lose that shoulder because that's where I want to clamp on with the machine, the lathe. So I'm going to switch that off, put that aside, save somewhere on top of the other stuff where I could probably ram a lot more stuff on it. I want to, I think, actually reduce that cut so that I can keep that shoulder on the back of it. So I'm going to set the stop there. Okay, so I'll start boring that out. Boring process. Me playing with words again. I want to engage the lead screw. That's it. And I believe we're ready to go. I haven't touched the gears. Now with this, we should have a bit of lubrication, different lubrication. I think what I'm going to use on here is paraffin, so it's just because I've got some of it, rather than I think I'm running out of the WD-40. Okay, so first of all I want to bore it out slightly bigger than that, so I'll set that at 0. Whatever that is, I'm not too bothered, you know, about the dimensions anyway at this stage. And I want to cut that in. I can cut that quite deep, but I don't want to go too deep anyway with that. Let's do that then. I'll start the machine up. Got some lubrication. That's the paraffin. It's just this lamp oil. It's just a very thin oil, I suppose. Like you can use any like turpentine or anything like that. But yeah, it's a very thin lubrication. Let's do that then. The lead screws on and off we go. I keep an eye on the stop. Check something quickly. There is a shoulder on the inside anyway, so let me bore it out to that dimension first. I'll just move the carriage stop away for the minute. So let's go for it. Machine is quite happy doing heavy cuts on this gear setting, so off we go. I quite like these cans, the brushes, they work pretty well for me anyway. Past that point, but there's the shoulder on the back. Let me just cut the shoulder out of it first. Okay, I'll bring you in when I'm a bit closer. So just getting, oh, there's so much inside. I have cut the inside out as much as I want at the moment. Now I need to cut in about half of that distance. So I'll just check my cutter. Well, actually probably a bit more than half, about there. I'll set up my dead stop, carriage stop, this thingamajigs. Anyways, I'll set that up there. So now I want to cut it so that this outer dimension is the inside of that, and it would sit pretty snug in there. So a nice and tight fit. See if I can do that again. So I'll zero that again. Come on, there you are, zeroed. and now I need to go over to the workpiece. I need to check. I know I need to take off a fair amount still. Hopefully, I mean the sidewalls is going to be pretty thin, but I'm sorry, me burping. I'm not planning to do heavy cuts. I don't have that much spare material on doing other. You know, I've probably got some more bar stock, but it's a bit precious to me, especially the bigger sizes. So I'm going to cut this just over halfway now of that first cut, and I'm going to open it up again. Let's do that then. As I said, I do pretty heavy cuts. The machine handles it very well. I'll bring it to close to, and then I run it to the stop by hand. Quite controlled because it cuts so slow, or the lead screw cutting so slow. We're getting closer now. Let's see how much difference we got. About 3 mil. 4 mil. About 4 mil. So I've still got a fair amount to go. That's overall though. I need to start being a bit more careful. Okay. Some of this, wow, this is messy. This lathe is going to need a proper clean up again. Anyways, let's see what we got. I'll have to do it upside down, it seems. So we've still got a way to go, but not that far anymore. I'll have to start, when I change the back gear, I need to change that belt as well. It's making a bit of noise. I notice it's slipping a little. Anyways, I've ordered a belt and a back gear, so I'll do that at some stage anyway. Let's focus on this. Another 2 mil to go overall. Getting closer. So I'm basically just creating a socket piece for that, let's say nut piece that I need to make. So 0.64 to go. Try that. Hopefully that's not too much. I think I might have overshot it. We'll see anyway. .25. So yeah, I haven't overshot it, but we are getting pretty close. So I can bring that piece in. I can see it doesn't fit yet, but it's pretty close. I really just want a snug fit. Not too tight, nice and snug fit. Little to go. It's very close. It's just starting to go now. I'm gonna just skin pass it, so without changing any settings, I'll just run it through again. Well, this is a bit messy. I will clean it up. Wow, we're just about going in now. I'll have to take it a little more. This is getting working on my nerves, I tell you. This precise work, I'm not used to it. I'm not complaining though. I totally forgot about the lubrication, I just remembered now. It's alright, it cuts fine still. Just about going in. Now with the press I would have been able to push it in, but I don't want that tight a fit. I don't have the press yet to start with, and I don't need it that tight. But it's nice that it's getting so close. Let's do another cut, another pass, a very light pass. 2000. And that's it. very nice fit. Okay, so what I want to do now, I don't want to move this at all in the chuck, because at the moment this face here is running very true. If you move it, your chances of getting that true again, I won't say zero, but it's going to be a bit of effort. So I'll blow that out. I'll put the blower in the back, blow everything out, and clean it out, and then I need to drill and tap this face here, and start setting up for screw cut. So guys, I am set up now to start cutting the thread. I have set up the gears again. The gear train, I believe, is the clever wording for that. I have set up actually the compound slide. I've seen somebody done this, set it at an angle of half your degrees of your cutter. So that's a 60-degree cutter. I got this at 30 degrees set up. I have put on set the stop that so that it can go pass into the aluminium if need to, but not damage anything like from the chuck or the bit or anything, so that should be fine. However, and I was prepared to do this at the slowest speed that I can without the back gear. So the back gear, without that I was prepared to do that. But I've just received in the post my new gear. Not back gear, this is the cluster, back gear cluster. I think really I should get this in before I do anything else. So I just went, I was on a conference, so I made my own coffee and sat down and think that's not always a good thing, but sometimes it is. And I thought, you know what, I was prepared to run this fast and just get it done, hopefully get it done. I really want to do a nice job out of this bench press, the hydraulic press, and I really don't want to damage it, seeing as this part has come really nice and close to where it is. I think I should just leave everything is set up now. I set it up with a dial indicator. It's running true. I have tapped this, off topic again. I should change the back gear so I can use it. I have watched last night a couple of videos in preparation, and it looks pretty easy. You undo these, and they got bolts in the back as well, them Allen-key bolts. Undo them, then the bearings opened up. I'm not gonna take everything apart at this stage, although that'd be nice, actually clean the whole thing up. But then the shaft, the drive shaft, is coming out, and then I can reach in and undo the back gear cluster, and hopefully if it's the same then that guy's videos was Andy, I can't remember his surname now, but if it's the same, it should come out pretty easy. I can replace it, I can do a proper job. So I think that's my thought of going ahead. The video would have been too long for changing the back air as well as a screw cutting. So the next video up will be the changing of the back air. Okay guys, we're back on. So what I'm going to do first, I did check this, it didn't seem to move, so I'm happy with that. As I said before, I have locked it down with 3 screws, threaded screws. I thread the aluminium, and it's just gripping on the piece of metal. Alright, so I want to mark the inside out and give it a light score to make sure that my threading would be sort of in the vicinity of where it's supposed to be, the size and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up and then just run the marker on there so I can see the marking better. Now it's in back here still, and I love it. No extra noise. So just color that in nicely. That's good. So I should be able now to see where I do mark it. Now I want to come in, got that at 0. Just get a light on it. It's not scoring it yet. That's it, a light score. The gear train is set up, saying that. I just want to quickly close that off before I forget, because I just noticed it's open now. Open gears. Before you know, you put your hand in there. I don't think I will, but guys, just be safe where you can. Alright, let's see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna just give it a light score like I said. Engage the this is all set up still, so engage these lead screw and run that through. I won't stop in the middle of it like before, because then it will mess up the threading. So once I go to the end of where I want the thread. So start it up. And actually I'm gonna engage the counter, so just for in case. Oh. And you make sure that you don't go, well, it probably wouldn't matter, that's from when I tested it. Well, the lead screw was the wrong way around. Okay, so try that again. So the counter is counting. And it's not even touching. That's fine. You know, see it as a practice run. Okay, so we got engagement. So I'll wait for the counter. And I'm going to start it up at 1. Now according to this, it's not cutting nice all the way along, but the spacing looks pretty good. So I'll stop it there. I'll wind, you can't really see now, but I'll wind this handle back in, push it over, and I'll come out to 0 again. Okay, so what I want to do now is look at the threading in there. So switch this off, get my bits out. I want 2 millimeters, so that's a 2 millimeter thread right there, you can see, and just want to go in and lay it on there and make sure the threading is right, and it looks pretty good to me from what I can see here anyway. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Sorry guys, I can't really, my hands are in the way, but for me to see and for you to show it to you, all in all, makes it a little bit difficult for me. Maybe in the future I might be able to show it better to you, but at the moment I'm a little bit left-handed. Okay, so I'll set that up again. I got that on 0. I want to turn this in. Okay, and I'll start it up again, still in forward, and I'll have to wait for the counter. Oh, now we got trouble. The counter disengaged. I better tighten that up. Now I've got a little bit of trouble. The counter is not tight enough, so it disengaged. Now if I over tighten it, I just want it to stay engaged, so that should be better there now. But now I've got a slight problem. I need to what do I need to do? Turn this out slightly, get light on the situation. And by the looks of this, now this is proper watch, like not really the way to do it. So and turn this dial just by hand to 1 and engage it there. So that should stay there now. Stay. and that's still on 0. So I want to turn it back slightly. Couple of more turns here. Let's try that. The lead screw is on, but the clutch is not engaged. So I'll wait for the dial to come around. You can't see the dial at the moment. The dial is down here. Hoppa. Sorry guys. My setup is not very good here. Let me just switch off. And we are. I hope you can see it now. But for me it's a lot clearer. Okay. And okay guys, I need to keep an eye on this dial. I have pushed it in, engage it. It is tighter now. I don't want to move it now because it's counting the threads. Okay, so I keep an eye on it. Now the threading seems to be messed up now and the counter is not counting. So now I need to do a reverse trick and not lose the clutch thing, because, and I've done it wrong already, I should have pulled the tip back. Not to worry. Yeah, go another 10 thou. That's on an angle, so you're going to only lightly scratch it here. Put a bit of oil on the subject and go for it. I want to change it over to forward. Keep my finger on the right button this time around. So I want to turn this over slightly, put it in reverse, turn it out again till I'm just past this point here. Listen to me teaching you guys, I don't even know what I'm doing myself. So I want to turn this back to 0. There is play in this, so I've got it on the back turn on 0. I want to increase this by another 10 thou. Okay, turn the lead screws or the direction over, and off we go again. I think this is working. Don't want to get too optimistic too quickly. Turn this over. Reverse it. I want to quickly just take the brush and I can't really you can see a slight, you can see the thread starting to form in there. So the threads are slowly starting to form in there. How exciting. Okay, so I want to set this dial back to 0. Increase this another 10 thou. Change the direction of the motor and start it up. Whoop, almost touched that clutch. Focus. Now this is why I wanted to give myself a bit of room there with this, so that I can run it past. So if the motor turned a couple of turns still, I wouldn't hurt nothing. Of course, I've got a bit of space on the back of that before it hits the jaws now. So I want to move this over again, turn the right direction and back. Oh, don't be too eager. Okay, let's go for it. I've got it in forward. Oh, no. Let's kick it out of the back here. Why would it do that? Now hopefully we're still in the right position. It was probably not proper in. what I want to do is just check it now again. We're still in the right track. This is beautiful. It's coming along beautifully. Luckily that when the back gear lever was probably not proper in the hole, but when it popped out, it didn't move anything. Everything is still good, so that looks great, guys. Just need to carry on and not lose track of myself. Alright, I'll do the cutting. You got the idea now, and I'll get you back. Okay guys, I'm stupid. It's official. I should have drilled that out so that it's bigger than this. Now I can't try this thread on there without taking the cylinder apart, which I don't want to do. I don't really want to lose my setup either. It's still in gear. This, I'll reset this to 0 actually. So yeah, I'm just not very happy with myself at the moment. Anyways, I'm gonna try and give this a reference mark. And I'll make a little arrow so I know which direction it goes. Try and take it out to try it on the ram, because I can't try it on the ram. And I know there should be a way, but I don't really know how to measure that thread without trying it on the ram. I know it's probably not right yet, but this is biting me in the bum major. Yeah, I won't be even able to turn that inside out now without losing my setup. So I'll take it off, try it on. Hopefully, if it doesn't fit, hopefully I can set it up again, and only once. Let's see what happens. Guys, I'm just trying this on, and look at that. I reckon it just needs a bit of cleaning up on the inside. So guys, the battery died, but look at that. It needs a bit of cleaning up. The threads aren't that smooth, and there is quite a burr on the back end, but it's going on, and I'm very happy with that. It's the second time around. Not want to brag, actually I want to be grateful, because this worked out. I'm going to put it in backwards just to clean up the burr. I can take it out of back here now. Actually, I'm not going to change the setup just in case I need to take, because a light scheme again. It's in backwards anyway. So just want to nip that up. Now, I definitely not want to brag, I'm just grateful. This thing stressed me out. You can see I'm stressed. Oh, now I don't want to disengage the gearing. So yeah, well, don't tell anybody how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use a file on there, and I'm not going to touch the gearing. This thing still going to move backwards and forwards. I just need to keep it far away from me. There's many moving parts now. With something like this, be real careful. Let me put it backwards first. Start it up. Just my arrows falling down. I don't know what to say. I'm so surprised almost. I need something round. With that neck it's got, let me just blow out the smoke. It's got a neck in the back for this actually. It's good because this stops me from pushing in too deep. So anyways, put your fingers in there. Okay, let me try that. Oh, actually, where's that steel wire brush? Let me just... This threading looks really good. Guys, I'm so glad. Can't tell you. I'm ecstatic. This back gear is not something you can turn by hand as easily as the other gears because it's at such a low gear. Come on. give it a bit of persuasion. Let's see what it does. Is it? Yeah, it's recording. I don't want to land the ram on the bait. A slight thing there in the center. Oh, it might just need a bit of swerve coming out. I'll come back to you. So guys, there you have it. Oh, that's the wrong side. Sorry, I'm not focused. There was some dirt in the thread on the bar, and because it's such a nice fit, it didn't want to go. I'm well impressed. Thank you for all of them fellas who taught me so much on YouTube. I'm just so thankful that this is working, man. Well, that's the next part of the hydraulic ram, the hydraulic press, done. I'm really happy with that. Alright, that's it, and as always, forgive me again. God bless.